Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TurkPride.tv for tonight's Emerald Sound Conference matchup between the hometown Sultan Turks and the visiting Kings Knights. My name is Dan Ballard. I'm joined, as always, by my friend and colleague, Brian Atkinson. Brian, how are you tonight?
Hey, welcome, everybody. Welcome, Dan and Dave Moon and everybody
and
here
a cast
tonight.
of thousands, right, to bring you this production tonight.
Well, we got to have more. We got to have more viewers than volleyball did last night. I heard they broke 1,000. No, they didn't.
They didn't. But they're. But anyway, tonight, Pink Out celebration, recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so this is the annual Pink Out game tonight. So if you see people wearing pink and our cheerleaders have pink shirts on tonight, that is the reason for that. So again, we're glad that you're here with us tonight here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. So Brian, big game tonight.
It has a lot of ramifications in it for the Turks right now.
It really does. The Turks, now you went, I think you said, to the game last week, Black and Blue Bowl up at Granite Falls.
I didn't go.
Turks came up just a little bit short. I think it was 31-21 or something like that.
I didn't go, but I did watch the game at home on the NFHS network.
Oh, okay. Which we're a member of.
Which we are a member of, the NFHS network.
Yes, we are.
Now, I don't have to listen to anybody like you and me when I'm watching the game at home.
That's really good. That's a good thing.
But yes, so I had to figure out the score on my own. But they actually updated the score on the banner
on the screen.
The time and the score.
But there's no commentary. It's just video.
There was no TurkPride.tv commentary.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I wish I could have been there to bring it to them. It was a very good game. Mm-hmm. It was a very good game. Like I said, the 31-21 was your final score.
Right.
But it really came down to what the game came down to was the Granite Falls quarterback, the transfer from Lake Stevens, was everything he was advertised to be.
Yeah, I've heard he's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, he was everything he was advertised to be. The Turks ran the ball almost at will.
Uh-huh.
But when you get behind,
it's hard to play catch up.
It's hard to play catch up, and the Turks, the Turks.
And here come the Turks. Brian, sorry to interrupt you here, but here come the Turks charging onto the field here for this important matchup. So anyway, back to the Black and Blue Bowl last weekend. You said Granite Falls.
So we ran the ball real well. A couple of turnovers in there. Granite Falls had a turnover. We had a big turnover late. Mm-hmm. We were still in it with 5 minutes to go in the game. And then we had a big turnover late, but at this point it was, fourth and forever, and we really had to throw the ball, or we really couldn't give them the ball back at that point in time. And
playing from behind.
Yeah, and what the game really came down to last week was it was fourth and goal on the 15-yard line with 10 seconds left to go.
Oh boy. Okay.
And right now the score is 21 to. We're going to get ready for our.
I think we're going to have our national anthem here in just a minute, but I think we're okay right now. Keep going. So
anyway, with time expiring, they were able to go in and score a touchdown and make it 24-14 or 24-14 or something along those lines.
Uh-huh.
If the Turks had been able to stop them on that, when the Turks got the ball to start the third quarter, they went down and they scored right away and got the game within. Would have been able to go in and be up by 1 point rather than be down by 3 points.
Yeah.
And that made all the difference. Turks did get the ball to start the second half, and they marched right down the field, and of course they scored. But it was just that was the turning point for the whole game. It was a screen pass with the quarterback rolling right, and it was a screen pass to the running back coming out of the backfield to the left, and a missed tackle.
Oh, boy. Yep. All right, so that was the Black and Blue Bowl last week, but fast forward to this week, and our opponent, the Kings Knights, coming into this game 5-0. And again, we're going to have a break here in just a moment for the national anthem. But that record, Brian, as I was looking at that's a bit deceiving. It's a bit deceiving. Kings coming in at 5-0, but 2 of their wins have only been by 2 points. I mean, they've had 3 blowout games where they won by wide margins and 2 really close games. But again, they do come in at 5-0, and this is their first league contest, actually. This is their first Emerald Sound contest is tonight. So
Well, they started off and they beat Lincoln High School, a
They
3A
did.
school out of Metro.
All right, and we're going to have our national anthem.
Well, we're still doing the starting lineups, and so I of course will be in the chat room with you guys as normal today.
Brian will be monitoring the chat, and feel free. Yeah, we'd like to give shout-outs to everybody that's joining us here on the broadcast tonight.
And anybody from Kings, of course, you're welcome to be here.
And I do apologize for my co-host in advance if he's, he's very lovable. Okay, very lovable, but again, sometimes it's just remember.
What he's referring to is that I bleed Turk blue.
Yes, he does.
I'm a homer.
But that we love that about you, Brian. We do. We love that about you.
But you know what? We'll do the best we can to appreciate your athletes because we know that you love your kids just like we love ours.
That is correct. That is correct. And this is just a wonderful opportunity. Friday Night Lights, it just doesn't get any better. There's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous late fall day, or early fall day, I should say, here in October. Beautiful temperature. Great night for football. So we're excited about this. And we're getting the final announcements of the starting lineup for the Turks. They have made their way over to the sideline, and I anticipate we'll have the national anthem coming up here in just a moment.
Now they announced the starting lineups, which they don't give us, so we don't know. But we'll get there.
We're not important enough.
I'll be testing instant replay tonight, so that'll be fun.
All right, there you have it, the national anthem courtesy of the Sultan High School Marching Band under the direction of Ms. Jill Sumter.
You know what time it is, right?
It's game time.
It's game time. It's Windmill Espresso kickoff time.
Adventures in kicking, right from the get-go here, right, Brian? All right, so again, the teams are taking the field, and we will be underway here in just a moment. Big game here in the Emerald Sound Conference tonight. Kings and the hometown Turks.
Looks like we have a big Kings contingent in the chat room tonight.
Welcome. All are welcome here on TurkPride.tv. Again, we hope you enjoy the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing it to you on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan
Looks
Athletics.
like Kings won the toss and has deferred.
Yes, so they will be kicking. The Turks will be defending the west end goal. Sultan High School here. The field runs a true east-west,
and you'll see Keegan Arnold in the back deep. So it looks like we have Derek Feltner. Feltner Express is back there also.
Number 17, and we are underway. And the kick is deep. It's over to the right side, fielded at about the 9-yard line, taken there Breaking up on the right side.
That's
Stops.
That's Keegan Ommel.
And Keegan Ommel is dropped at the 20. Looks at right about the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Turks.
Kickoff done by number 8, Andrew Balzer. He is a 5'6", 144-pound sophomore for the Knights. Or number 5. That was number 5, Matthew Williams. He's a 6 foot, 145-pound senior. My apologies.
So as we look at the number of players on the sidelines, looks like Kings actually brought a larger contingent than the Turks did tonight as far as number of players eligible. They got a lot of substitutes sitting over there, so we'll see how that plays out as far as
Well, I'm looking at that front line, and that offensive line and defensive line looks pretty good size for the high school.
Yeah,
Kings.
they do look pretty good size. We'll check some of those stats.
That's the Feltner Express around the right.
And makes a good gain there, and that's going to be a first down, I believe. Feltner for the gain. And from our vantage point, looks like, oh no, it's going to be 2nd and 1, just short of a first down.
He doesn't. That's he took that to the outside. He normally goes just off tackle, but he took that outside on that.
Yeah, he did.
Make sure you guys are looking at our banner sponsors there. They are all our sponsors here at TurkPride.tv.
2nd and 2, correction, and kind of a bobble. Looks like maybe a broken play there, Brian.
Yeah, the snap wasn't.
Was high. It looked like it was high.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at my instant replay system here and take a look at that for you. See what
All
happened
right.
on that.
So now no gain on the play. 3rd and 2 for the Turks on the 30-yard line. So first kind of big play of the game here. Can the Turks keep things moving here on their first drive of the evening, or will they have to kick?
Big 3rd and 1 here. The big portion.
Yeah, first big play of the game right here, Brian. 3rd and 1. Turks want to convert to keep this drive going. Handoff on the left side, and no, he did not make it.
He didn't make it around.
Nice play by number 20, I think number 25. Number 25 for the Knights.
Number 25, Mac Kanzler. Mac Kanzler, he is a 6 foot senior, 178-pound senior, so it looks like we're going to already. Are we going for it? No, we're going to get into the punting formation.
Adventures in punting. Here we go, Brian. Are you going to close your eyes?
Ever since Junior Vargas went back there and started punting, I haven't worried about it as much.
All right. 4th down, and the punt upcoming, and gets it away. And it's going to kind of take
bounce.
Just slightly, and the player fields it, but maybe lost a yard. At best, no gain. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Returned by number 82. That was Stephen Custer, a 5'10" freshman, 149-pound freshman for the Knights.
1st and 10 from their own 33, so it's first opportunity to see the Knights.
Well, you said they did go. They've been up to Nooksack Valley, and they ended up with a 2-point win at Nooksack.
2-point win, and Cascade Christian, I believe, last week was only a 2-point win again. It was like 13-15. Really odd score for a football game. And he goes deep. First play of the game, and caught. Nice catch by that young man. That's number 82.
That was him again. That's that number 82. That's Stephen Custer. He is that 5'10" freshman for them. And the quarterback today, that is number 22, Noah Clark, 5'8" senior for the Knights.
Yeah, Noah Clark threw a nice ball there. Just hit him right in stride, and a big pickup from the first play from scrimmage for the Knights. 1st and 10 from the 30. Handoff, left side. No, a correction on the right side. Breaks loose and in for... No, out of bounds. Just shy.
It's a 2-yard line.
Just shy. Had me fooled there, Brian.
I thought he handed off to the left side. He was the keeper by Noah Clark.
Yeah, nice fake by the quarterback there, and a keeper down the right side. Big gain. So the Knights just chewing up big chunks of yards here. 2 plays, and they've moved almost 70 yards in 2 plays, Brian. 1st and goal from the 3. right. Turks with their backs against the wall here.
That's a run
And
up the
hand
middle.
up off the middle. Number 20, I believe that was. That is Braden Kalk. Braden Kalk in for the score. And just like that, wow, that did not take very long.
No.
That did not. That was 3 plays.
3 plays, 3 plays and in.
3 plays and 70 yards. 70 yards, 3 plays, and about probably a minute and a half of time of possession there. And the Knights jump out to a quick 6-0 lead.
Have an extra point coming up here. I'll bet you their kicker punter, Matthew Williams, number 5's out there. Are they going to go for 2 or are they going to kick? Nope, looks like they're going to kick it.
They're going to kick it. And snap, hold, kick up, and good.
Well, that'd have been good from 50 on that.
Yeah, that was a good-looking kick right there. So with 9 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first, the Turks trail 7-0.
Hey, what do you know about the Boys and Girls Club?
I think it's a wonderful organization that gives opportunities for youth. Is what I know.
Well, you know, it is. The Boys and Girls Club of Snohomish County is a nonprofit organization providing young people ages 5 through 18 with a safe and positive space to spend their time before and after school and during the summer.
Yep.
Stay tuned to hear about upcoming activities here locally at the Sultan Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
We got a Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up for you already.
Yeah, we do. We typically don't see those that quickly. But, you know, here we are. 9:43 still to go in the first. And the Knights jump out to that quick 7-0 lead. So it'll be interesting to see how the Turks respond. Again, Knights scored quickly, but Turks just need to, run their offense, get a sustained drive, eat up a little clock.
Well, the way you combat the quick offenses, that score quickly is you have to score yourself, but you have to less possessions. Slow the game down, run the ball.
Because the team that scores more points usually wins, right?
So thanks, Ron Fairley.
All right, and it says, that's an onside kick. And the Turks were not prepared, and it looks like no official signal yet.
I think Turks got it.
I think the Turks may have gotten it, but I see no official signal yet.
I'm going to look at the replay.
Official in there is digging it out, and it is Kings. So the Turks certainly were not prepared for an onside kick there, Brian, and it was successful. So the Knights recover right at about the 50-yard line. So another turn of events there in this game early on.
Well, here's the thing: is the ball hadn't quite traveled the 10 yards yet.
Is that right? Well,
and the Turk went out to get it. So
yeah. All right, Noah Clark. And a quick pitch and catch out in the left flat there, and nicely played by the Turks. Tackled by number 17, Mr. Feltner, there on the edge.
Eric Feltner.
Yeah, I stayed at home and was not fooled by that. So nice play there by Feltner. Gain of nothing, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Well, so far, that's a Moss defender kind of play.
It is. It's early. Granted, it's early, but that was a good one. I like that one. Nice open field.
It's early, but the Turks needed a little
open field tackle. That was a nice open field tackle. It really was, because if he'd have missed him, that could have gone for some significant yardage.
They're going to go deep right here.
Clark again. Oh, wide open. The player. I don't know, Brian. Did we have a missed coverage or a DB that fell down on that one because the receiver was just wide?
I'll take a look at that here in a second.
Wide open. Number
Jack Fuller on the touchdown.
Fuller just was wide open. I have to think that was either just a miscommunication or the Turk defender fell.
He's lined up in the slot here.
Let's see what happens, because he was.
That was a missed coverage.
Just missed coverage. Yep.
Yeah.
There was just a miscommunication.
The defensive back fell down when he went by.
Yep. So that was because he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him. All right, they're going to line up for the PAT here.
Yeah, it was crossing rub route, and the safety got caught up in the mess, and he was wide open.
Kick is up and good. So just like that, in less than a minute, another 7 points on the board for the Knights, and they now lead 14-0. So Brian, what Rough start for the Turks. What do you, if you're Coach Rudd, what do you tell your team? Settle down. Just,
Well,
don't let this get away from you here. It's early.
Well, defensively, you've got to play for the stop.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to get stops on defense. Now you're 14 points behind, and we're not even more than 6 minutes into the.
We're barely into the first quarter here. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. I think the Turks need to get it, and they just need to establish their run game. They need to get Feltner involved, eat up some clock, get some confidence, because they're,
we have some old Kings alumni in here that played against the 71-73 team.
Wow.
With the Lemke brothers, and that is Victor Maley is here watching that tonight.
Kick away this time, and it bounces, and out of bounds, and the Turks will get the ball. So it drops out of bounds.
I love it when the alumni come in, and even for me, either school, and TurkPride.tv is such a unique gift, not only to the Sky Valley, but I think the appreciation that we have for the high school sports in a nutshell.
I think that this production that we put together is more than just Sultan, because I think we like to support all of the athletes of the different schools and bring these broadcasts to families who otherwise couldn't be there. Handoff up the middle, and short game, but pushed back by the interior line of the Knights. Because you and I both been affiliated with this for over a decade, Brian. We've been doing this stuff, whether it be football or baseball or volleyball or basketball or wrestling or whatever, various different sports. It's just been a privilege to be involved.
Well, and I was watching the volleyball production last night, and it was just really, really good. Mm-hmm. And
it's amazing how far it's come. If we were to look back at some of those videos from 10 years ago, Dave Hartford, executive producer, nodding his head and laughing.
And if you have a chance to watch our wrestling, our Sky Valley tournament, it's amazing.
Shotgun formation over on the left side, and that's the Feltner short gain. It's going to bring up third down and about 5, I'm guessing, 5 or 6.
They executed, but you've got to lead the receiver. You've got to lead the receiver just a little bit. But I'm nitpicking. You know what? As long as you can get positive yards.
The Turks just need to get a sustained drive. They need to get first few downs. They need to chew up some clock. They need to build their confidence back, because to get 14 points scored on you that quickly, it does shake your confidence just a little bit right out of the chute. So they've got to
just ask Cal against UW a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Of course, that was a whole lot worse than what happened here.
And the Huskies taking on the Ducks next Saturday. It'll be a big game.
That's going to have a flag come out.
That should be a flag for pass interference.
If that doesn't come out, is he going to say it's uncatchable?
I don't know. I do not see a flag, but both the receiver and the defender went down on that play, unless they're saying it was just incidental contact. But no call. No call on that play, so we're going to play on here. 4th and 9, so the Turks find themselves in a punting situation again, right?
Well, you have to punt. You have to punt here.
Adventures in punting?
Well, you have to punt.
Yes, you do. You're too deep. You're too deep. You can't give them field position like that. And it's going to kind of take a Kings bounce, actually, and it's going to be down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kings.
So, hey,
what?
Attention, Sky Valley residents. Are you looking for a fitness center that offers something for everyone? Look no further than JB Fitness on Main Street in Sultan. We have wide range of class options, including our newest addition, aerial yoga. Plus, we have classes specifically designed for kids and seniors. And with 24/7 access, you can work out on your schedule.
Brian, I don't even think I could do standing on the ground yoga, much less.
I can barely say aerial yoga.
Aerial yoga? I can't do standing on my own
me doing
2 feet yoga.
I can imagine doing aerial yoga. That would be amazing.
Back to pass. He's going to go deep.
Again.
Same play. Caught. Oh, and he almost stays on his feet, but dropped at about the 17-yard line. So big gain for the Knights, and they're going to be right back in that red zone again.
That's that Jack Fuller and Junior Vargas on the defense there.
Yeah, I want to say, Clark throws a nice ball. He throws and he gets it out very quick. It's got a lot of zip on it, And, boy, those receivers, he just lays it right out there, and they run underneath it.
That's the way Doug Flutie used to do it.
He does. He reminds you of that.
Of course, half our audience probably doesn't know who Doug Flutie is.
Yeah, we're kind of
That's a quarterback keeper.
And on his feet and dropped just short of the goal line. It's going to be 1st and goal from within the 5, it looks like. We'll get a spot here in just a moment. But, yeah, quarterback keeper by number 22, Noah Clark. But, yeah, Clark, again, only 5'8", 143 pounds. So definitely on the smaller side. Not what you would consider a typical quarterback.
He needs to eat more Maria's Mexican food truck located at the Chevron gas station by the roundabout Sultan. Okay. He gained some weight there. That's really good Mexican food.
It is good stuff, yeah. All right, we got 3 wide receivers to the left, Brian, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Clark, number 22, the quarterback.
This is a quarterback keeper probably.
I would say to the left side there's going to be a lot of room for him to run, but now he's going to throw and breaking it in.
That slant was wide open for him.
Nice.
Number
open.
3 there. Number 3, that is Colton Adams. He is a 6'1", 158-pound sophomore.
All right, we want to recognize some of my family that are joining us. We have family members of mine from California and Idaho are both listening to the broadcast tonight. So my mother in Idaho and my aunt and uncle and family in California. Welcome from Sultan, Washington.
And I have
Glad you're here.
I have friends in Utah that are here.
There we go.
That are always watching.
Love you guys. All right, so the PAT is good. So the Turks, boy, wow. This has been a quick expiring first quarter. A lot of action, 21 points, and we still have 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
It reminds me a little bit about getting a root canal. But Dr. Fricke and his staff pride themselves in being honest, truthful, and community-centered clinicians, offering services to patients of all ages while attempting to preserve the small-town feel of Sultan. They understand that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to patient care and take great pride in creating individual plans that are attainable for the patient. We look forward to serving you.
All right. So, quickly, on the wrong end of a 21-0 score, Brian, I have to say I'm surprised so far. Well, I knew that, Kings had a very explosive offense. Again, they've had a couple of games where they've scored in 60 or close to 60. But they had a couple of games that have been very, very close games, low-scoring games, 13-15, 26-28.
Well, in recent years, the Sultan has gone to Kings and beat Kings.
Yeah.
But they have definitely opened up the offensive playbook.
Yes, they have. And they got some very explosive players, especially in the receiving core. I've been very impressed with their receiving core thus far tonight. All right, just under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Again, Turks trailing 21-0, looking to get something established, something on the board as we move on here. So the Turks wanting to establish.
It starts like this. It makes me think about going to the Cascadia Inn where history meets hospitality. Since 1922, we've been your cozy retreat in the heart of the Cascade Mountains, nestled in the beautiful Skycomish Valley. We believe in keeping your adventure affordable so you can explore the Cascade Mountains, fish in the Skycomish River, or hit the slopes of Stevens Pass area without breaking the bank. Cascadia Inn.
Cascadia Inn in Skycomish. Wonderful people up there. I had, we'll take a break here for the play.
Motion to the left.
And, just incomplete. Prior to my working here for the district here in Sultan, I worked in Skycomish for 5 years, and just wonderful people up there. Just wonderful, welcoming people. And, again, great. Would certainly support people going up there and having a great weekend getaway, especially with the fall colors that are going on right now.
Gosh, for our listening audience out there, I'm so Twitter-pated right now with the start for the Turks that
Twitter-pated. Wow.
That I'm actually trying to come up with creative ways to read the ads.
Diamond Dave Moon's joining us on the broadcast.
I just wanted to say have a great game. I'm taking off, although I did want to share.
I thought you said 7:05, Dave. When Dave came in, he made this big thing. I'm leaving at 7:05. It's 7:22, David, right now. Shotgun formation. Dave, we'll get back to you after this play. Pitch over the left side. Nice pursuit. And, boy, tackled by a host of Knights there. It looks like actually a loss on the play. Dave, you were saying?
Just had a wonderful conversation with the Kings coaches. This is great. this coach out here coached middle school and still coaches middle school. 2 years ago, you called the first middle school game.
Yes, I did.
And you didn't have a roster for their players, so you gave them all nicknames like Scooter and Speedy and things like that.
Yeah.
They're still going by those names.
Wow.
So I
Look
gave
at you, Brian.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So he loved that story and wanted to share it with
That's
you guys.
awesome.
That's amazing that the nickname stuck for him.
Yep.
But
They love it.
win or lose, the reason why we do it is we do this to pull people in the community together. And
Yep.
with my exorbitant salary, taking all of that money, which is zero, by the
Well,
way.
it's amazing that we can even keep the production going with your salary, Brian, that we have to pay. Anyway, back to action. We'll continue that thought. Shotgun formation, looking at 3rd and 12, so big play here for the Turks. Caught, run up the middle, short gain, but it's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down again.
Well, I'm not punting now.
You going to go?
I'm going for it.
Going
I'm just
for
like, what is it you want me? What is it I mean, I'm sure they're going to punt here, and there's a reason they're down on the sidelines and I'm not.
Yes.
But I'm not giving them the ball back if I don't have to.
I know, because every time they do, they've scored this far this evening. But it is going to be adventures in punting. Again, we're going to 2 backs deep for the Knights. And the kick is up. Nice hang time, and he signals for a fair catch. And done so at the 37-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
That's that freshman again.
For the Knights. So, but man, it's just trying to stop this high-powered offense, and they've wanted to throw the ball. So, Dave Moon, what do you got?
Gentlemen,
Good night. Got big plans for the evening?
I have 2 of my best producers on the show
Oh,
tonight.
I have no
2
doubt.
of our best camera people up on top.
I know we are in good hands.
Please give them a shout out: Savannah, Emiliano, Caden, and Levi.
Well,
All
we
right.
know I've seen Savannah's work, so we're good to go there.
Yeah, we'll. Okay, that's fine, Dave. You just leave. We'll stay here and work. Okay.
You were here last night doing volleyball. You were down here last night doing volleyball.
Shotgun formation, 1st down. Clark, and that's incomplete. All right, David. We'll enjoy your evening.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
All right, take care. Have a good weekend. Now they're. All right. Clark, number 22, goes over and gets a bit of instruction from his coach. And now he trots back out, calls the play. Second and 10 for the Knights from the 36. Man in motion. Pitch. Oh, nice job by the Turks.
Ah, there he
nicely.
is. There's that man, number 54 for the Turks.
And number 15, looks like Vargas on the assist as well, too.
Jacob Fedig. And who else was there?
And Vargas, 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Vargas came up from his DB position to help support on that run play. They didn't fool the Turks at all on that one. No gain now, still 3rd and 10. Actually, that is incorrect. 3rd and about 13. Third and 15, excuse me. 3rd and 15 for the Knights. So this is the deepest 3rd down that they've had thus far, Brian.
Oh, he missed the tackle
Yeah, he
over
missed
there.
the tackle. And he's still on his feet, and that's going to be very close.
If you get him in the back, now they're going to go for it.
It's going to be very, very close to a 1st down, Brian. It's going to be 4th and probably about 1.
And if you're Kings, why not? Why not?
They'll
go
go
for
here.
it?
Yeah. 4th and 1, or just a little short of 1. It says 2 on the board, but I'd say it's closer to 4th and 1 for the Knights. And again, just probably shouldn't be that hard to pick up this 1st down here. But this is where the Turks need to hang tough. This could be a turning point for the Turks if they can get the ball back.
4th and 1. So
if the Turks can get it right here and hold them, they'll get excellent field position. Pitch. And he's got it. He's open.
And he's going to.
Still on his feet. And
I realize they got like 15 yards on that, but I want to just say that Keegan Arnold, as the corner on that, did it right.
Yeah.
He turned him in.
Yep, that's all you can ask for.
He was getting blocked, but he was able to maneuver it so he could get over there and he could make that tackle and turned him in to the help.
That's what you always try to teach. Yeah, it's just your help is on the inside, not on the outside. So nice fundamentals there by Mr. Arnold, but unfortunately too little too late first and 10 for the Knights.
There he goes.
That's a screen. Screen pass right up the middle to the running back, and he stumbles forward for a few yards. It's going to be second down, and we'll get a spot here. I would say about 6 or 7, second and 7 probably.
Yeah. Hey, you know what time of year it is, right? You know PJ's Pumpkin Patch is going to be back this year for the 4th year.
They should be absolutely packed tomorrow. The weather is going to be fantastic.
It's a perfect day to go get your pumpkin.
Perfect day to go get your pumpkin. Tomorrow is the pumpkin patches are going to be full, and PJ's is a great place to go.
There he goes, that man again.
Clark diving over the left side, short gain, pushed back by the interior line of the Turks. So PJ's pumpkin patch, open for business. That's good stuff right there.
And if you eat too much candy and you need to get something to help keep yourself going because you're stealing your kids' candy, at Envara Pharmacy they have what you want to have a really space of mine. Not only can you get your prescriptions filled there, but they have Imodium and things like that during flu season.
Yes, they do.
And yes, I'm trying to come up with creative ways to do our ads today.
Yes, I do. All right, shotgun formation, 3rd and 4. Keeper, quarterback Clark, and he's going to bust forward for a first down, so it's going to move the sticks. Yes, Envara Pharmacy, I get my prescriptions filled there. I believe you get your prescriptions filled there. It's great to have a resource like that in town where we don't have to drive to the big city, Monroe, to pick things up,
Hey, don't forget about Moss Defenders, specializing in roof moss removal and treatment to preserve the look and the feel life of your roof. We do not pressure wash roofs, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, hard surfaces, and siding wash.
There we go. It's that time of the year. Need to get your roof treated. Moss is going to start growing.
Almost done with this first quarter. 48 seconds left to go.
Yes, we are, thankfully. All right.
And it's actually a third and 9?
Second and 9.
I think there was a penalty on the play.
No, 3rd and 9. Yeah, the scoreboard is incorrect. So the marker's on the field.
There was a penalty on that play. There must have been a hold.
3rd and 9. We were talking about our moss on our roof. So we missed that.
They're going to throw. This is going to go to the slant to one of the receivers. Nope. It's going over the middle.
Oh, and
another hold.
So we've got penalty flag.
That'll be coming back.
Yep, that one I don't think is going to stay. Right in the location would you expect a holding call. And so we'll see.
It's a hold. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Holding. There it is. There's the designation. Holding.
If it's not a hold.
Holding. All right, that's Turks catch a break there.
Yeah, a lot of these. I did a middle school game a couple of years ago and a lot of these kids that are out here now were a part of that team.
Yeah, they do grow up. They do.
It's been a couple of years, and a lot of them are here already.
3rd and 19 now, Brian. 3rd and 19. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback drops back. Clark.
That's going to be
He's going to scramble, and they're going to get him.
And he
may
have gotten to the line of scrimmage. So that's not a sack in the book, but it's a sack in my heart.
And I think we're going to see the first punt for the Knights. They're going to punt.
No, I ain't punting it.
You don't think they're going to punt?
I think I'm going to.
4th and 19. They're going to go. You going to go?
They're going to go.
4th and 19. All right. Brian says, "Well, quarterback standing towards the sideline."
Of course, we're going to go to a new quarter. So.
Yeah, they may. You're right. He's the 22's heading back out there again, but we will see. We're going to have to wait. Hold that thought. Don't you go anywhere.
Well, don't you go anywhere. Hey, Dan.
Yes, Brian.
Do you want one of the best places to go have dinner at in Gold Bar?
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say, but go for it, man.
Mountain View Dining.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, for breakfast, it's to die for.
It is. My wife and I had dinner there last Friday night. Friday night we had dinner.
It's definitely a date night kind of place.
It is
for us older couples that are.
It is.
Trying to be empty nesters. You are an empty nester.
I am.
I'm trying.
You're trying to be. Trying. Yes. How many do you have at home?
Right now, I have 2.
Two.
I usually have 1.
Uh huh.
One just graduated from college. And she's home.
She's home. And
And
she's fine getting herself started,
she's
right?
just figuring she's going to
Figuring
stuff
it out.
And the other
Hanging out with
the
Mom
other
and
one's
Dad.
been figuring it out for a little while.
Yes. Sometimes they need a little while to figure it out. You know.
But I do. He does whatever I ask him to do
That's
whenever
good.
I ask
Good
him
son
to do it.
right there.
So
That's good.
he's not disrespectful. He doesn't say, no, I don't want to do that. I
there
don't
we
want to
go.
take the garbage out.
I don't want
to
to
change the dishwasher.
I don't want to mow the yard, Dad. I don't want to do these things, right?
No, he'll do whatever I ask as
Good,
long as I
good,
don't
good.
kick him out. That's how that works.
Hey, that works. That works.
He does like it when I take him to Vic's Burger Shack.
Oh yeah, that's
He
good
doesn't
stuff
eat the
right
burgers. I do, but you know.
there. Mark, Vic, and Vic's
All right,
Burger
here you
Shack.
go. They're going to go for it, just
They
like we
are.
talked
You
about.
called it, Brian. Shotgun formation. Clark lets
And
it
he's
fly.
wide open.
Oh, incomplete. Wow, he just stretched out though.
My goodness, I need to look.
man.
I need to look at that.
That young man just absolutely gave it everything he had. That was number 82. Again, just an unbelievable attempt.
Well, it's going to be Turk with ball now. I told you that this is what I would do if I was them. You know,
Steven Kusler, number 82, just wow. It was just one step away from making just an absolutely fantastic catch. And they're going to turn it over on down.
so they thought they were going to. The Turks thought they were actually going to punt. And there he goes.
Yeah, look
Keegan
at
Almost on
look at how he
defense.
just sells himself. Man, I mean, he dives right, just full Superman dive there at the end.
The end zone camera didn't quite get it for me, guys.
All right, Turks get the ball though in good field position. Handoff over the right side. That's Feltner. He makes the turn, still on his feet, and knocked out of bounds after a nice gain. And looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. Yes. It's going to move the sticks. So
Hey, that
gain
gives
of 10 by
the
Feltner.
Sultan High School fan club something to cheer about. Hey, parents, the Turk Fun Club needs you. Yes, you. Want to help? Can't make a long-term commitment? No problem. You can help just a few hours in the concession stand at any event. Help us help the kids. Sultan High School Fan Club.
There you go.
Also known as a booster club.
Yes. All right, so it is 1st and 10. Nice pickup there by Feltner. Turks over the midfield stripe for the first time. And handoff. Oh, ball's
ball
loose.
came out.
Was the and turnover to the Knights. So Turks get it back and then turn it over in just a couple of plays.
I
So
believe number 23 there.
that is too bad.
Quinn Carlson, 5'7", sophomore, comes up with that.
Oh, that's too bad. Turks had their best field position of the evening, and they just could not hold on to it and quickly turn the ball back over to the Knights, who are now still holding a sizable 21-0 lead, 11 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first half. Handoff on the right side. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, into the second level. And still on his feet, Brian. And finally tackled by a host of Turks over there as he crosses the 45-yard line to about the 44. Looking at the Max Prep scoreboard in other action tonight, Brian, Granite Falls playing is up 7-0 against CPACHS. So they are up 7-0, and that's at Granite Falls. And
That's a nice open
Run
field
over the left
tackle
side.
by Derek Feltner. That
so
is
Granite Falls again up
Braden
7-0
Colton.
over Cedar Park Christian.
What's the score?
7-0.
Okay.
Granite 7-0 over Cedar Park Christian. And let's see who else is playing tonight.
You know, the Turks have a very good chance, you know, even if they don't, that 2 losses in a season means you're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, it really does. You know, it comes down to.
You can go 6-2 or 6
Yep.
and or
And-
7-2 and
Yep, and still miss the playoffs. And nice run there. That's going to break it over the 30-yard line and going to be a first down for the Knights. Yeah, again, with a small conference, the Turks, due to their coming up short last week against Granite Falls, so they've lost that head-to-head there. Again, the game tonight will be another head-to-head. If they were unsuccessful, then they would have two teams ahead of them, and they really would be hoping for some help at that point.
And the Kings is the best. Kings is the best team we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, so far, I mean, just the explosiveness is handoff over the right side into the second level and dragging the defender.
And that's a sophomore doing that.
Yes.
So obviously the Kings is not scared to play the underclassmen. They're just throwing out whoever their best athletes are. They're just throwing them out there.
Yep.
While we wait for the next play, my favorite part of the Mountain View Diner, of course, is that display in the middle of the dining room.
Yes, for the people that haven't been there before, that's a glass carousel with all kinds of wonderful desserts, right?
And my wife goes, "You could stop drooling at the carousel."
Yes.
I've been known to go to Maria's Mexican Food, pick up food on the way home, and still get cinnamon rolls or pies at Mountain View Diner.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Back to pass. Moving around, still on his feet. Ball pops up in the air.
Intercepted!
Nice hit. Ball pops loose, and the Turk defender gobbles it up.
Aiden Masterjohn.
All right.
Aiden Masterjohn makes the play.
Nice play by Mr. Masterjohn. And the Turks avoid that opportunity there. The Knights were driving, and they're able now to get the ball back with 9 minutes and 37 seconds here remaining in the second quarter.
Nice. Oh, that's a great replay. Good job, Aiden. Of course, the ball is at the 2-yard line.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's obviously not great field position, but it is better to be on offense, Brian, than on defense. And, and it's a fumble, and they recovered. Is that a safety or a touchdown?
That's going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown. Oh, a fumble in the end zone, and Kings lands on it and gets that quick score. So let's take a look at that. Yep, he knocked it loose. Yeah, just a bad exchange between the quarterback and the running back. And
it was a different running back that normally goes back there.
It was 16, is that right?
No.
It
was 36.
36. Timothy Dilger is 36. All right, well, the result is a score for the Knights, and a PAT is good, and that's going to make it 28-0 Kings. So it's, Brian, it's just when the Turks just get something going, they got to stop on fourth down, get the ball. 2 plays, they turn the ball over. They make an interception, stop Kings. First play from scrimmage, they fumble in the end zone. It's just, every time they do something good, they just something right after.
The good news here is that it only, as Primetime says, it only goes up from here.
Yes.
Okay. Once the Turks get through this and they work through this, I can guarantee you they'll go back to being the team that they've always been all year.
Yeah, they really just haven't had an opportunity to really establish their running game and their MO.
I think they just didn't get to Vic's Burger Shack this week and get
a burger.
Get their 100%.
Dude, you need some beef.
Built to perfection.
Need that protein, right? Get you out there. And
don't forget the crispy fries on the side.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
And that's Vic's Burger Shack in Sultan.
So, Brian, how many viewers do we have with us here on the stream tonight?
We have 87 viewers right now.
Wow. Welcome, one and all.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, one and all, whether you are a Turk fan or a Knight fan, all are welcome here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things
And I can tell you
athletics.
that we've got a heavy contingent of Knight fans out there tonight.
Well, that's fine. And that's a high, short kick fielded at the 30 and dropped. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's number 31 that gets that for the Turks, and that is
Bucky Sargent.
Bucky Sargent. Bucky Sargent is a 5'7" freshman. He said, I'm just going to get the ball and get
He's
down.
like, I'm getting down,
I'm
Coach.
getting down.
Coach, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm not going to try to run it. I don't want to fumble.
Well,
I'm just going to
Bucky,
get down.
you are a better man than I, because if I was a freshman and I got that ball in my hands, I don't care how big those guys are coming at me.
Well,
I'd have tried to take off with it. I probably would have fumbled it too. So
Well, was that the time you scored 4 touchdowns in one game?
in my dreams, yes.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks from their own 29-yard line, trying to get something established here. Shotgun formation. Oh, interception. And number 7's got it. He's got some room down the right sideline. He's going to cut back in. Still on his feet. And in for the score. So a pick 6 for number 7. That is Jack Fuller. Nice interception. He is a 6-foot junior wide receiver DB, and that's a pick 6 for the Knights. So it now goes to 34-0.
I stand corrected. It's not going up from there.
That one, the ball sailed on.
It sailed on him.
It sailed on him, and the DB had good position, and he just made the play.
It was an overthrow, and it happens. It
Hey,
happens.
Kings has got some good athletes on their squad. There's no doubt. They got some good athletes out there tonight. And the kick is good, and it makes it now 35-0. 9 minutes and 13 seconds still remaining in the second quarter. All right. So tonight we have got another matchup. Life Christian Academy is playing South Whidbey. So we'll see if we can get you a score in that game, but those two are playing tonight.
Hey, are you craving a delicious hot and fresh pizza? I know I am right now. Look no further than Rico's Pizza and Gold Bar. Our pizzas are made with the freshest ingredients and cooked to perfection. Whether you prefer a classic pepperoni or unique specialty pizza, we've got you covered, especially on Sunday afternoons when we don't want to get on the highway.
No, we really don't.
Don't forget to try our famous cheesy garlic bread, yum, and calzones. Visit us today, east side of Gold Bar on Highway 2. Rico's Pizza.
And the kick is deep, fielded by the Turks, and he's got some room to run. He's going to go up the left side, still on his feet, and ran out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 again for the Turks. You know, Brian, we have all these fine sponsors here on TurkBride.tv, and a lot of them are food-related. I think that they really should bring us some of their food so that we can taste it on the air. What do you think?
I think so.
I think Vic's Burger Shack,
Vic's
Rico's
Burger Shack, we are calling
Rico's
you.
Pizza. I mean, a Mountain View Diner could bring us some desserts. We could have dessert from Mountain View Diner. We could have a burger. We could have a calzone.
I could show you the cinnamon roll on the video.
Yeah, the cinnamon roll. That'd be. So if our sponsors hear us out there, we'd love to be your taste testers. Feel free to bring us some food, right?
Hashtag Turks first.
There you go. All right. 1st and 10. Turks trying desperately to get something established here. Feltner, that's who you want to get rolling right there. The big train battles his way forward. That's going to be a first down, I think. So Feltner, a couple of 10-yard runs.
To get the Feltner Express back on track.
Yeah, we need to get something going. Turks need to get something to start feeling good about themselves. And a nice sustained drive, eat up a little of this clock, and see if they could at least get a score on the board before halftime. Somebody left behind a packet of McDonald's French fries, but there's no French fries in this thing, Brian. That's cruel. They left.
There's never any French fries.
There's never. They left the wrap, the carton, but no French fries. That's horrible. All right, Feltner, handoff over the left side, still on his feet, pulling people. Boy, that kid runs hard.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really hard runner.
He's
okay,
amazing.
That's going to be first down. That's going to move the sticks for the Turks. So that's what we need. Couple of grinded out runs.
Let's go, Sultan. Let's go. Let's go, Sultan. Let's go.
Oh, no. You're not going to sing, are you?
I just did.
Well, okay. That was more of a chant. I don't know whether I call it a singing. That's kind of more of a cheer.
Some
a chant.
enchanted evening. You get bonus points.
Why did our viewership just drop about in half over the last 30 seconds?
It did drop by. It did drop by 5 when I started.
I don't blame
singing.
you. I promise I won't
Let's
let him
go
do that
Turks.
again. Okay, come back, please.
Oh,
no! Oh, bad snap and recovery by the Knights. Boy, everything is just going their way tonight, Brian. It's just wow. Every break has gone King's way, and again, they certainly have been the better team thus far. Certainly. They've got some really great athletes out there that have just really...
Well, the Turks have been their own worst enemy. I mean,
yeah, they have.
Turnovers have been, turnovers.
Numerous.
Have been,
numerous. Yeah. They have been numerous.
Yeah, it hasn't been penalties. It hasn't been...
It's been self-inflicted for the most part. Yes, they've... Kings has certainly scored a number of points, but the Turks have helped with their miscues. Shotgun formation. Clark back to pass. Going to the left side. Oh, that's overthrown. Way too far.
And he still almost got the ball.
Yeah, I'll try to attempt it. Receiver number 82, Stephen Custer.
He's just, he reminds me of Doug Flutie out there.
He does. Just, excuse me. Just, certainly not what you would expect as far as a typical quarterback. 5'8", 143 pounds. But he is, he can throw a nice ball,
Well,
and he gives you that running back.
He's
kinda
not your prototypical King. Kings usually has a
big, tall
highly
kid.
recruited.
Yep.
There he goes.
Hand off over the right side, and he breaks forward for a gain of about 5, I'm going to say. We'll get a spot here in just a second. As they move
We got some really cool things going on next week. On the 10th, we have Lady Turk volleyball versus Seattle Academy. C-Team JV at 5:15, varsity at 7 p.m.
And you said that was just a very exciting game. Last night, was it?
It was last night. South Whitby came up here. And
you were telling me before the broadcast it's an amazing game.
It was an amazing game to watch on TurkPride.tv.
That's awesome.
Sultan Cross Country, Osprey Park, meet starts at 4 p.m. That is also on the same day, on the 10th. On the 12th, we have Lady Turk Soccer.
Hand off over the left side. Brian on his feet. Oh! And tackled right at the goal line.
No, he's going to be just short.
Just short.
But
just
it
short.
is a first down.
At about the half-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal for the Knights.
So Overlake coming in, that's always a big matchup. And of course, on the 14th next week, we have Lady Turk Soccer versus LaConner. I believe 14th is Saturday.
It is next
and
Saturday.
That'll be here. That'll be
tomorrow.
on TurkPride.tv at 12:15. LaConner coming down.
All
next
right.
Week.
First and goal for the Knights from about the half-yard line. And handoff up the middle, number 23, and he waltzes into the end zone for the touchdown. That's Quinn Carlson.
Quinn Carlson. He is a 5'7", 203-pound running back.
So, Brian, I'm going to ask the question that others might have asked, and I don't know. So, how do we broadcast cross country? How does that work?
I don't. I think.
Do they strap a GoPro onto some kid and he just runs behind him through the woods, or what do we do?
I don't know if we're broadcasting it or not. I just hope coming home events. I know that WIA rules prohibits the use of drones.
Yeah, I don't know how you
maybe you could have strategically placed, as Kings makes the extra point here.
Yep.
You could have strategically placed.
I guess I just usually
cameras.
They disappear into the woods and then they come back out of the woods, and whoever comes out first is the winner.
Osprey Park, you get to see them 2 or 3 times.
Two or three times. Okay, all right.
I had a cross-country runner in my family.
Did you? There you go. All right, 42-0.
Maybe I should go do that aerial yoga that we were talking about, and then I could get into cross-country.
Hey, it's never too late to try.
Could you imagine 300 bills trying to run cross-country? That's just way too much time at the Mountain View Diner.
Yeah. We're gonna have to. I need to
get to JB Fit. I need to get to JB
Fitness. There, that's what you need.
Yeah.
Quit doing all these commercials for food. You need to start talking about the exercise commercials. All right, we're back to action here. Kings is lining up. They're going to be kicking off to the Turks. And deep kick. It's going to be over his head, and it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks. All right.
Now, we still have 84 of you out there watching.
It's been a pretty one-sided affair so far. I mean, I've been pretty impressed.
Well, while we wait, I can tell you, I get to do a new experience in a couple of weeks. I am going to go to a crew regatta, rowing racing.
Yes.
I am going to be the PA announcer for the Lake Stevens regatta that's coming up in a couple of weeks.
Very cool.
And
we have an update score, Brian. Life Christian Academy 15, South would be 6. 15-6. Life
Now,
Christian Academy coming in at 4-1 against South
when
would be
does
at 2
South
and 3.
Woodby come in? They come in next weekend?
I think it's next week or the week after. We'll have to look at the schedule.
And I'm here, and I might be doing a middle school game that day.
Pressure, caught, and holds on to it and makes the catch.
Well, good.
That was number 9, Hayden Murphy.
So one of the things that you can really, really see with the Kings' defensive backfield is they're right on their assignment. And even if we are catching the ball, they're right there.
They're there, and usually there's help very quickly also, too. It's not just one player, it's 2.
They have been assignment sound. And I am your biggest homer in the world, and I want to see the Turks come back and win this. It's going to be an uphill battle. And look how many they have. They're daring us to throw.
Yep. Oh, no, ball's on the ground. And Kings picks up again. Wow. The turnovers, Brian, tonight have just been incredible. Again, not sure if it's just poor execution by the Turks or just hard hitting by the Knights or a combination of the two, but Turks turn it over again. Yeah, deep in their own end zone. We got an update, Brian, on the score. Granite Falls 7, Cedar Park 3. So low-scoring affair there. They're at halftime. Granite Falls 7-3 over Cedar Park. So a little different story here with 42, much higher scoring affair here than they're having between Granite Falls and the Eagles.
The good news is that things will go a whole lot quicker from here on.
Yes, so we'll talk about
when we'll come back at halftime, we'll cover that.
We'll cover that and let you know that you might get an early evening tonight, right? We might be done early tonight. And still on his feet. Wow, what a play. Oh, nice scramble there by the quarterback, Noah Clark, and he's in for the score. And that makes it now 48-0 Kings. For those of you just joining us again, tonight is the annual Pink Out celebration. You'll see over there cheerleaders and the junior cheer and other people in the audience wearing pink shirts in celebration of National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
After this kickoff, I want to do a little. My ace in the whole researcher has sent me some information.
Oh, there you go.
And I know we've been celebrating the 72 team quite a bit. And that was, 40 years ago?
50 years ago.
50 years ago.
51 years ago.
Well, while we wait. This is a write-up on the 72 football team. Back then on Fridays, the sports writer for either the Seattle Times or PI gave his prediction for big games across the state. Wenatchee was coming over to this side to play, I think, was Burlington. He picked Wenatchee this way. The only way to stop the Wenatchee Express is for them to stop in Sultan. He says he stays in touch with that coach. More than once he's told me that relative to the competition, the 72 Turks are the best team he was ever associated with. He was on both the 49ers and Rams coaching staff as well as the Calgary Stampeders.
Wow.
So that was a really good team, and it's a source of pride
for
our Sultan community here.
It is. It's wonderful. Over 50 years ago. That means I'm getting old, too, because I remember the early 70s. I wasn't very old then, but I was alive.
I was 2.
Okay, I was a little over 2. I was more like about 6. at that time.
Are you older than me?
Yes, I am. I just turned I'm going to be, the first digit is going to be a 6 here pretty soon in another year.
Oh, my goodness.
The first digit is going to turn from a 5 to a 6. So, and Vargas back at the goal line. Nice little move there, trying to break a tackle. He does over the right side. Nice little jitterbug move, but dropped. And he's going to be just over the 20-yard line at about the 22, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks. All right.
Well, I seem to have lost my... There we go.
All right.
I lost my chat room there for a moment.
Oh, don't lose that.
Well, there's only 75 of you out there now. My singing made 10 of them go away.
Lucky it wasn't more.
I'm taking
Lucky it wasn't more.
I'm taking requests.
You're taking requests?
Any requests out there? What would you like me to sing at halftime?
Please, folks, do not
encourage him.
Do not encourage him, please. All right. Pass. And, almost caught. It was intended for Vargas. Went right through his hands, incomplete. So it looks like, Brian, next Friday is going to be at Cedar Park. So it is away next Friday, and then it'll be South Whidbey the week after that.
Okay. So we have homecoming coming up here after the
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, Cedar Park next Friday away, and then South Whidbey for homecoming the following Friday.
I am working on a TurkPride.tv special where I'm going to do the middle school game here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Middle school. Look at this. What a God! You're just such an overachiever, I tell you.
So we do have a request for a song.
Oh goodness. Did your son phone that in or what? Oh, Keeler's on his feet and goes forward, gets back to about the line of scrimmage, but not much more. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, well, you guys stick around for halftime. I will regale you with a song.
Oh goodness.
And the request is Aha's "Take on Me."
What are we calling this? Turk karaoke or something like that? Oh boy.
Well, I'm going to give you guys a chance to leave when halftime gets here.
Oh gosh. Goodness,
but I'm going to do
gracious.
it. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm going to take this on.
All right, so the Turks come up to the line of scrimmage here.
Big
just a little over
down.
4 minutes.
Well, can you call it a big 3rd down? I don't know. They just need to get something positive going here.
Yeah, they just got to try to get their confidence back. It's just, and Feltner still on his feet. Nice run by that young man.
That should be good for a 1st down.
It is. Yeah, that'll be enough yardage for a 1st down. So yeah, Brian, when a team jumps out at a huge lead like the Kings has, it's tough. It really kind of rattles your psyche a little bit. So these boys have got to find something to get that confidence back. Because Kings they jumped on things quick and often and got out to a big lead and just have not looked back. And now they, again, 49-0 here, just over 4 minutes remaining. It's going to be a timeout. So both squads are going to come towards the sideline, talk with their respective coaches as we make our way into the final 4 minutes of this second quarter. So, yeah, Cedar Park next Friday. And then the following Friday, homecoming against South Whidbey. The Falcons of South Whidbey will come flying in here for homecoming 2023. Anything going on in the chat there, Brian?
Chat's been quiet. I mean, we got the normal chatter that we always see during games like this.
Yeah. And the Turks.
But you know what? I just prefer. I'm here to cheer on my Turks and to appreciate a good football team when I see it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Kings coming into this game at 5-0, but an observation that I had was 3 of their games were kind of like this, really lopsided, or the way our game is thus far. 2 of the games were very, very close, so I just didn't know what really to expect from this squad. But boy, it has certainly been the latter. They have been able to score quickly and score often.
Yeah. That was nice.
All right.
Well, let's see. Oh, Breck, I'm sorry you're not here, Breck. Breck Bush says he hates missing games when he's hurt and he's sick.
No, that's not good.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's
Breck.
not fun.
That hurts me. That hurts me not being able to watch you play. And then Minute Militia is here. He's a former Gold Bar resident coming in from college in Nevada. Thanks for always pumping games for us away from home. Well, you got it. You got it, Minute Militia.
Minute Militia, thanks for taking time to join us here on a Friday evening on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. 1st and 10. Pitch over the left side and surges forward. I can imagine in the second half, Brian, we'll probably see a lot of different numbers out there as far as substitutions for Kings. They'll probably give their second string a chance to play.
It'll be a good time to get for both sides to get their
younger players some playing time.
And I'll just put it out there right now. It's going to be a running clock in the second half.
Yes, and for those of you that haven't witnessed that before, it goes very quickly. The quarters go very quickly because it's lifetime. They do not stop the clock
for timeouts,
and other than that, it just goes.
It's been a while since Sultan has been on the receiving end of one of these.
Yeah,
They've done it a couple of times to a couple of teams, but it's been a while since that's happened.
We got a flag on the play, Brian. I think we might have a face mask. Yes. And penalty is against Kings.
Holding.
Excuse me, holding. So that's going to back them up.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Deason on the broadcast and watching as always. Thank you, Matt, for always supporting everything Turk Athletics.
Yeah, it's great to see the graduates and the alums continuing to follow the Turks and support them from near or far here on TurkPride.tv. Handoff, running back, following his blockers. Nice job there. Continues on his feet over the 45-yard line. First down. Less than 3 minutes to go.
Breck, who's not here tonight, Breck had a heck of a game a couple weeks ago. He not only did he score a touchdown, he had a nice interception too.
We were calling his number. I do remember that. Yeah, Breck had a nice game.
And I remember telling you before the game, watch number 3 because wherever he is, that's where the ball is.
First and 10 for the Knights.
Well, 2:25 left to go.
Keeper, Clark.
Oh, look at him go.
Man. Oh, he's going to break loose, and he is going to score. Nobody's going to catch him. Well, he is just he is, I mean, you talk about a dual threat, Brian. He is the definition of a dual threat. He can throw and he can run, and definitely earned one with his legs there as opposed to his arm, and that's going to quickly make it a 55-0 score.
When I was in high school, no, I did not score 4 touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
I was on the receiving end. I was on the receiving end of a few of these.
Yeah, they're never fun. They are not fun when you're just.
I played for a very spirited and squad for Ballard High School in Seattle as a sophomore, and we had 22 guys on the whole team.
The Ballard Beavs.
The Ballard Beavers.
Ballard Beavers. 22 guys is all.
And we played back then it was 4A.
Oh, yeah.
But we only had 22 guys on the team, so that means everybody played a lot.
Yep. And played both ways, and you played all the special teams.
And I did. I played both ways, and I played special teams, and I was on a few. They tried me at corner. I couldn't turn. Couldn't turn the play in enough. They put me at safety, and I found a home.
There you go.
And just come up, and then I played running back, and I even got to play some quarterback occasionally when the score got to be too big, and our quarterback was having enough of getting hit. They let me go out and get hit for a while.
So that's when you scored 4 touchdowns in one game.
And I woke up. I woke up from my dream.
That's Brian. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school. Atkinson, folks. He's here with me on the broadcast every week. Don't miss him here on TurkPride.tv.
And those of you who are not getting the Married with Children with Al Bundy reference, please do.
All right. Here we go.
We're not only sportscasters, but we are
social commentary.
I am the Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect.
Yeah, no respect.
Go,
No
Keegan!
respect.
Go,
Keegan!
Keegan!
Oh!
Keep going!
Still on his feet.
He's still
On his
going!
feet. Oh! Out of bounds.
Keegan Hummel!
Nice return for Arnold. He takes it back to the 35-yard line. So by far best starting field position for the Turks of the game. So let's see if they can turn it into something.
Yeah, I got 2 minutes to go make something happen.
2 minutes. Let's get something on the board right here before halftime.
1:57 to go, and that's a nice job, Keegan Arnold. Giving the fans something to cheer about.
Yeah.
You know what?
And they want something to cheer about. I mean, they're excited. They're just waiting. They're waiting for something to cheer for.
I am going to flag that because I want to see that one again.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. Arnold just really broke that loose, and a nice return for that young man.
When I start making video cuts later, I want to have that for the end of season.
1st and 10 for the Turks. Man in motion. Hands it off. Sweep over the right side. Breaks up. Still going on the outside now. And stumbles forward for a gain of about probably 6, I would say. It's going to be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 2. Well,
we haven't used any timeouts yet, but we've got to go faster.
Yeah, $1:35 right now on the board. So,
but you know what? Get in the field goal range and see if the heat-seeking leg of Landon Bauer Gailey can hit it from out there.
All right.
No, still
$1:20.
Yeah.
Clock continues to move. Oh, snap is high. Ball's on the ground. And then sacked. Tackled immediately. So Keeler, high snap. He was able to control it.
You're going to have to call a timeout there. Yeah. If you're going to get in the end zone here, you got to call a timeout.
Yeah, high snap. He was able to control it, but then the defense just converged on him, and he was stopped immediately by the interior line of the Knights. And so that's going to bring up now 3rd and 5, just over a minute remaining, 1:06 here in the first half. All right, so next week, as we had said, the Turks are going to make their way to Cedar Park Christian Bothell. And Juanita High School, is that where they play their games?
Yeah, they usually play at Juanita High School.
Juanita.
I mean,
okay.
Occasionally, I've seen them play at Popkini, but it has been a few years since.
Yeah, probably. I'm guessing Juanita High School.
We played Eastside Catholic. I remember one year we played them at Renton Stadium down there. But that's when I played for Bothell. We played them in Renton and Juanita. And then I did play Eastside Catholic when I played for Ballard. They came down, and we played them at Memorial Stadium down in Seattle.
They're redoing Memorial Stadium, complete redo of Memorial Stadium.
And
so
I cannot wait till it's going to be awesome.
Beautiful.
Again.
I've seen the renderings. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So that's something to look forward to there for those.
3rd and 5.
Keeler's going to throw it deep. And 2 defenders there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he did a good job putting it on the back shoulder, but the route was run. Oh, no. Landon might not be here tonight. That's not good.
So anyway, but well covered also too, Brian. He threw into double coverage. Safety and the corner both were over there providing that.
Why not? Why not go for it here? I mean, you're not.
4th and 5, yeah. I would say that with a minute to go, you roll the dice and see if you can get something good to happen.
After this play, I'll tell you something that. What has Coach B miffed off? Throw it.
Keeler throws back. Oh, and caught Caught by, is that Vargas?
Yeah, that was Vargas.
Vargas, nice catch, boy. Keeler just hucked it up there with everything he had, and makes the catch. That's going to be at about
he
the
was under.
10-yard line.
He had 4 guys coming at him, and he just
he just railed back and threw it with everything he had. And it's a hurry up here. They know the time's running short. Turks
that
are
slant
first,
is going to be wide open on the right.
first and goal from the 9, and down the left side, short. It's going to be just short of the goal line.
Call timeout. Need to call timeout. There you go.
31 seconds with
I
timeout.
need to see who ran that. Here, I've got to. Yeah, that was Feltner.
So you give it to your big horse. They're trying to punch it in from
Well, you still
short.
you should have. This is your second timeout, so they should still have one more timeout that they can use.
All right, Brian checking the Max Prep scoreboard now into the third quarter. Still no score change. Granite Falls 7, Cedar Park Christian 3.
Well, that just means that Cedar Park Christian's got a pass defense going for them.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's a pretty defensive battle so far. They're again, Granite and Cedar Park.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I'm not sure where that game, whether that's a home game
Ball's
or
on
an away
the
game.
2-yard lines. They still have one. So you can still run it here because you still have 30 seconds, and even if you did get stopped, you could run up to the line. But I don't think they have that kind of urgency practiced up yet. The 2-minute drill.
Right.
So, but you can run it and use your last timeout.
31 seconds.
I do not want to throw it here. But look, if you look, they are stacking up right where he is.
Yep.
But I'm going right up the middle with the ball.
Yep. It's not quarterback
Giving it to Felter, right up the middle, which is what he did. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Turks!
There we go. Turks on the board. They break through. 27 seconds remaining here before half.
The Feltner Express.
And the PAT upcoming.
And looks like Landon is not with us today. So looks like Junior Vargas is going to kick the extra point here.
And snap, set, kick up, and good.
Well, nice job.
All right. And the Turks are on the scoreboard. 27 seconds remaining. They trail now 56-7. We do have an update in the Life Christian Academy South Whidbey game, Brian. Life Christian Academy 21, South Whidbey 6. And that is in the third.
All right.
How's the chat, Brian? Anything going on over there?
Well, let's see. There was a request for me to sing. Take on me. Take on me. Take on
No,
me.
no, no. Don't start early.
I'll
No.
be gone in a day or two. I apologize in advance.
Wow. My eardrums are
We just
ruptured.
we just lost 20 viewers. So
I wonder why. Right? I wonder why. Please, if I tell him not to do that, would you come back, please? Would the viewers come back?
I could do right said Fred. Never mind. I won't do that on the air.
Yeah, let's no.
Let's just stay away from
Yeah,
that.
that's no. All right. So we have 21 seconds remaining here before halftime.
So, hey, Minute Militia said that was just a warm-up. Looking good. Sounding good. So, hey.
Oh, boy. This is Turk karaoke. with
If I don't
Coach Brian.
If I don't do Turk karaoke with this lopsided score, I might start to cry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, when you have a lopsided score, you're looking for things to keep the dialogue going.
after this play, I'll tell you what my favorite lopsided score gate day was.
And that's take a knee.
Yeah, they'll take a knee, and we'll go in for halftime. So one of my favorite lopsided scores was you had brought different mascots throughout the state or the nation.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And that's where you told me about the Ridgefield Spudders.
The Spudders, yes. Uh-huh.
And so...
Yep. The Ridgefield Spudders. And then we talked about last week, I think it was the week before, the Narwhals.
The narwhals.
The narwhals. You know what a narwhal is, right?
It's a unicorn dolphin.
Kind of a whale with a one horn, like a unicorn and a whale together. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, we are at halftime. Thankfully, right? 56-7.
Yeah, so we are gladly going to give you guys a break.
Yes.
For halftime. I will take any other requests that you have.
And so you're going over and cashing in your luxurious contract and getting free food and beverage, right?
I'm going to go over there. I'm going to do something all right.
Yeah. All right, Brian. We have to continue to keep running the ads here to pay your lucrative contract.
Yeah, 0 times 100 is still 0. Hey,
all right. Well, I think we're
what
gonna.
What do you call? What do you call? What do you call cats that like to make pranks?
I don't know.
They're just kidding around.
Need a rim shot. Where's your rim shot? Didn't we used to have a rim shot?
They took my rim shot away. They took my rim shot away from me.
Brian used to have one was it last year you had
Yeah,
that?
I had a rim shot.
Yeah, he had a rim shot, and then he just was like a kid with a new toy, and then they said, you can't have that anymore.
Well, how does the moon cut its hair?
By the light of the silvery moon, or I don't know.
Eclipse it.
Eclipse. Oh,
all right,
boy. All right,
we're going to take a break.
Yeah,
we're going to take a break. We'll be back.
All
we'll
right,
be back
folks.
here for the exciting second half of TurkPride.tv Turk Football.
Yep.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We're getting ready to Windmill Espresso second half kickoff. I believe the Turks are getting the ball.
Yes, I believe so.
And I do have a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
What kind of snacks do robots like?
Would you look up like knockknockjoke.com or something like that?
No.
Robots like, I don't know.
Data chips.
You know what the best part of the halftime break was? Is we came back and I'm sorry to say, folks, we don't have time for you to sing. We don't have time, Brian. We need to get back to the action.
And what you don't know is he locked me out of the studio here, the palatial palace of Turk Pride Tower. Dan locked me out, so I will not be regaling you with
take on your
today's ring. So your
rendition of Aha's classic "Take on Me."
Take me on.
Yes.
Take on me.
Oh, sorry, folks. You had to put up with that. No, but Brian, we would have had time, except I noticed that during the break you were over taking advantage of your contract provisions of unlimited food and beverage from the concession stand.
If they let me walk behind the counter, the concession stand was nuts. And thank you, everybody, for being here and supporting Turk Athletics.
Yes. Booster Club appreciates that. So, but I mean, I see over here you've got your bag of popcorn, your chips, your hot dog, slice of pizza, and a candy bar.
A Turk dog.
A Turk dog.
A Turk dog.
So all of these things were included in your contract, right? Am I understanding that? Free food and beverage?
I paid for it. I paid for exactly what I got.
There we go. Now we're back. Sorry, we had a little technical glitch there for a second. We lost our audio.
So we had a gremlin that decided to turn the sound off. That must have been because I was singing.
Exactly. Coincidence. Brian was actually singing, and then the sound went off. Thank you, the technology gremlins, right? Okay. All right. Well, the Knights are back out on the field. Turks are taking the field, and we're about ready for our second half kickoff. Now, for those of you that don't know, at home, there is what we call a 40 point, right, Brian, is the difference?
40, I think it's 42.
42,
44.
We're past that.
Maybe it's 40.
I think it's 40. But anyway, there is a running clock, which means other than timeouts, even out of bounds, the clock continues to run. Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to have 24 minutes. We're going to have a real quick 24 minutes.
It's going to go fast. We're 30 minutes or probably less.
We'll be out of here in 30 minutes,
yes,
guys.
30 minutes, folks. We will be done. So don't go anywhere.
And it doesn't matter if the Turks start scoring points or not.
Right.
Once it gets to 40 points.
It's right. Even if it gets under 40, it will continue to run. All right, so the Knights back. They receive the ball. Number 21 has it. He's running up the middle, breaks the tackle, and is dropped at the 26-yard line. It's going to be first and 10 for Kings.
You know, a snowman got mad at me the other day.
Yes.
And he had a meltdown, so I didn't have to worry about it anymore.
Meltdown. Wow. Like I said, you really need the rim shot tonight, Ryan. All right, we got an update on the score. Life Christian Academy 27, South Whidbey 6, and that's in the third quarter.
Looks like we have a new quarterback in for the Kings.
Yes, we do. We have. I think you're going to start to see a lot of different names and faces out there, numbers. Wow, nice run there. That number 33, I believe.
Number 33, I believe.
Garrett Hagan. On the carry. Nice run by that young man. And yes, in at quarterback is number 12, Andrew Gerbig. He is a sophomore, 6'1" sophomore.
Garrett Hagan is a 5'11" freshman.
So, like I said, as we suspected, Brian, we're going to see a lot of the younger players, probably for both sides, getting chances to play, which is great. I mean, that's awesome that they get a chance to
look at it. There's nothing like experience under the Friday Night Lights. Yep. There he goes, Garrett Hagan again.
Yep. And over the midfield stripe and into Turk territory. He's going to go about to the 43-yard line. All right, and again, the clock continues to run here with the differential. And the Knights come up. Again, number 12, Gerbig. Shotgun formation for the Knights. Handoff. So they're keeping it pretty simple for the young man out there. Handoff right, handoff left.
Student body right, student body left.
Hey, it keeps, keeps working until you can stop it. Keep doing it. So, again, Turks next Friday, Brian, will be heading to play Cedar Park Christian, and then they'll be back 2 weeks from tonight, homecoming.
And if you want to watch the game, you can catch it on the NFHS network.
Okay.
And
do fans, how do they get to the NFHS network? Do you go to their website, or is it on YouTube? Or
you go to their website, and there is a paywall.
Okay. Handoff, left side again. And, boy, just breaking tackles left and right. And, again, that's Garrett Hagan, number 33. Chewing up some big chunks of yardage. So, yes, next Friday on the NFHS network, and again, you can see their logo down at the bottom of the screen. You can catch those away games. We've talked about doing a road show. Never made it happen. We've talked about it a lot over the years. But I guess Dave says so there's a lot of technical, challenges in taking the show on the road. And handoff to the right side.
Well, you have to get internet and you have to get set up, and it's not our home field.
Yeah, no, it's definitely would be a challenge. No
I
doubt.
do know Cedar Park Christian a couple of years ago let me go over. Well, last year was it last year or the year before? Anyway, they let me do girls basketball playoff games on the road from the stands, mind you. I was in the stands.
Look at you
doing the basketball game from the stands. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And Kings is always very good about letting us come over.
You do a basketball tournament or something for them, don't
I
you?
I do the
Christmas Invitational. Of
I
some
do
sort
the
or
girls
something?
state senior all-star game.
All-star game, that's what it is.
And they have 3 games throughout the day. And the senior all-stars from across the state. These are girls that have, committed to Gonzaga or UCLA or USC or Boise State. These are all the best of the best seniors in the state show up and play in this game. 1A and plays 2B, and then or 1B, 2B and 1B play each other, and then 1A and 2A, and then 3A and 4A play each other. It's a lot of fun, and you can catch those on TurkPride.tv every spring.
All right, Turks get the ball back. The handoff and goes over the right side. Nice run.
Who was that masked man?
Is that Van Pelt?
Yeah, that's Van Pelt over to the right side.
Up to the 45-yard line. So nice gain there by Mr. Van Pelt. And it's going to move the sticks, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks. And then, like I said, in 2 weeks, homecoming. 2 weeks from tonight, homecoming against the Falcons of South Whidbey. We'll be back here to help broadcast that for you on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. High snap. Keeler gets it, releases, and well overthrown. Intended for Vargas, but overthrown.
I'll tell you, Keeler can really spin it. That earlier in completion to set up the touchdown. I mean, that was a Russell Wilson moon ball.
Yeah,
and his receiver went and got it.
Update score: Life Christian Academy now 27-6, 27-6 Life Christian Academy over the Falcons of South Whidbey. Again, our opponents 2 weeks from tonight for homecoming.
Yeah, how are we doing on Granite Falls? Is it still 13-3?
Let's go take a look. We'll flip over here on the Max Prep scoreboard and we'll look at Granite Falls and Cedar Park, who will be our opponent next week. And we'll take a look at that score here in just a moment. And handoff over the left side. That's Vargas on the reverse.
Mr. Electric trying to get around the end.
Gets around the corner using his speed, but just not enough to really break that one open. Gets a short gain. Granite Falls 20, Cedar Park 3.
Okay.
So 20-3. Still fairly low scoring. And again, the Tigers were Turks' opponent last week, and Cedar Park will be the Turks' opponent 1 week from tonight at, we believe, Juanita High School is where that game will take place. which is in the Kirkland area. So we're halfway through the third quarter already, and again, that running clock sure does make a difference, Brian. It goes very, very quickly. High snap. Handoff to number 8 around the edge, and makes a short game, but stopped. And it's going to be short of the first down. We're going to
That
look
is
at
Angel Cruz Milicio.
And we're going to look at 4th down and about 3 for the Turks.
You gotta go.
Got to go here. Got to go.
Gotta go.
Got to do it. Should be no hesitation. Go for it right here. And again, we want to recognize Pink Out this evening, and in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and annually the Turks have our Pink Out game to celebrate and support breast cancer awareness.
Van Pelt in the backfield. Oh, he's going to throw it over.
Incomplete. Oh boy, that one that could have been much worse. So anyway, it is turned over on downs.
Believe it or not, we still have 87 people out there we're trying to entertain right now.
So 87 people that
4 minutes left to go here in this third period
that endured your very bad rendition of "Take on Me" by Aha. Wow. Long live the 80s, right? Or something. All right.
Every move you make.
Oh, I'll be watching you.
Every step you take.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Just under 4 minutes now remaining in the third. Shotgun formation. And they're keeping it really simple. They're just handoff right, handoff left. Pretty basic off-tackle stuff right, off-tackle left.
Well, scores like this, they're not fun for either team.
No, they aren't.
I mean, yes, the winning team is like, look at us.
Right.
Hey, look how great we're doing. Then the losing team is, oh, man, what do we got to do to get back in the game?
Right.
It's like, this is
And then there's that, you were running up the score, that old thing where you're running up the score and, that type of stuff. So
you can't ask the teams to not score.
To not try. Yeah. That's hard. But I think that you certainly can see they're running a very conservative offense here in the second half. They're running.
I would be very surprised if they even passed it.
Yeah, it's just pretty much handoff right, handoff left.
This is the time for you to get your younger guys some varsity experience.
Yep.
And you know what? For some of these kids, that may be the only varsity experience that they see in their whole high school career.
It could be. Yeah,
and I just want to add, you only get this small window to play high school sports in your life. Mm-hmm. Most people's lifespan is 80, 85, 90 years. You get 4 years.
Yep.
You're lucky if you get 3 in high school to play. And you throw injuries in there and things like that. Most kids only get to play 2 or 3 years of high school football. Or whatever it is, other sport that you're take advantage of your time and be out there and enjoy the camaraderie.
Yeah, it was. It really is. I was fortunate enough when I played high school. I was a freshman. Obviously, there was a senior that was going to be the starter. Blew his knee out before the first game, and I became a starter as a freshman and played all 4 years. But it was by by accident that I became a starter and was pushed into action as a freshman, typically. And so I got a lot of opportunities to play. And at a small school, very similar to Sultan, probably even a little bit smaller than Sultan, single A program at Ording High School. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
They're going to punt. Keegan Arnold should be deep for the Turks while they get another player out there. He needs to be on the line. There you go.
Interesting protector, the way they have their protectors lined up. They're saying you're in the wrong spot. There you go. Get up on the line of scrimmage. Oh.
They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, there was some confusion.
They're going to call a timeout and let's get this all figured out.
You got some young players that probably aren't used to being in those positions that are out there.
Most of them, it's like, hey, go out there and play this spot.
Yeah, go run out there.
We didn't go over this in practice.
Yeah, Coach, I've never played that position.
Now,
just get out there.
I was a different cat. I loved going to football practice. I loved practice.
You did like practice?
I did. Okay. We're talking about practice.
Practice, okay.
Practice.
Now you talk about the regular practice. The 2-a-days at the beginning of the season were in summer were tough.
No, I
those-
didn't. I
those
didn't
were
like the
tough.
2-a-days, but I loved practice during the week.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I loved Mondays for JV games, and I loved, you know.
Yeah, see, we didn't have enough players for a JV squad. We had just a varsity team.
Yeah, well, my sophomore year, we had 22 players. We didn't have a JV squad then.
No, I can
And
imagine.
we had a lot of us playing that shouldn't have been playing varsity at all.
Yep, and you played both ways, and you played all the special teams. Oh yeah, totally was that right there with you. You know, because you get the small schools, especially, you only have you have a few number of really really good players, and boy, they're out there a
Matter
lot.
of fact, I was a statistical category. Breck Bush says he's with me. Practices are fun. Well, they are fun.
So you were just of one of only a few in Ballard High School history that have scored 4 touchdowns in one game?
No.
Oh, okay.
I led the Metro League in return yardage.
Really?
I did
Wow.
kickoff returns. We were scored on so much that I had lots of opportunities.
Lots of opportunities. And Atkinson lines up again. This is his 6th return of the game.
Breck, you wouldn't have believed that I was 150 pounds of pure semi-fast speed.
Wow. To look at us now, they wouldn't.
To look at
yeah.
300 bills coming at you now.
No, they wouldn't think of that these days. No. All right, just about the end here of the third quarter. Turks under center, handoff, broke tackle, and goes forward and dropped after a nice gain, and that's going to be the end of the third with the score still 56-7. So we're going to move on to the fourth.
Now during the
fourth
winter,
quarter.
I was a swimmer. I was actually I actually made it. My junior year, I made it to state in swimming on the relay team for Bothell High School. Now, back then, we didn't have the Federal Way, aquatic
Center and all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Breck says, semi-fast dude that played football.
Semi-fast.
He says, that's me. Well, I think, Breck, I will say you're a better football player than I ever could have hoped to have been. So.
All right.
Now, you may be interested to know, Dan, what do you think my favorite sport to call is?
Wrestling.
Actually, no.
Really?
I love wrestling. Don't get me wrong. I love wrestling.
Oh yeah, you're a diehard wrestling guy.
I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at calling the wrestling, but I actually enjoy doing the basketball more than anything else.
Really?
Yeah. Basketball is my favorite.
Well, basketball is obviously a fast-paced sport, even more so than football, because you just don't have those breaks in the action. And I think it takes a little different skill set depending on the sport, whether it be basketball or football or baseball, to do those broadcasting, because again, each sport is different. The pacing of the sport is different.
I love the wrestling. There we go. We're going to run up the middle. I love doing the Sky Valley Invitational when I got 4 video screens going and I'm talking about the different action and zooming in on one mat at a time. But
now, do we have do we know the date yet for the Sky Valley Invitational? Is that the second Saturday in January?
I think it'll be the second Saturday. It depends on, of course, where the first Saturday falls.
I'm guessing Saturday. Well, the first Saturday is the 6th. I think it's going to be the 13th. I'm going to guess Saturday the 13th of January.
I think it'll be the 6th.
You think it'll be the 6th? Okay.
I think it'll be the
6th through the 13th. Sky Valley Invitational. Of course,
that's the day I'm supposed to get my state championship ring for coaching baseball at Lincoln High School that day.
Ooh, there you go.
So I may have to miss. I'll do the Sky Valley Invitational instead.
All right, incomplete.
Incomplete pass there, yeah.
And it's going to bring up third down and 6 for the Turks.
Be interesting to see the Lady Turks basketball team coming up this year. Will have all those freshmen we had from 2 years ago will all be juniors now.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be an exciting team to watch this year.
The Tritzler twins will be seniors this year.
Yep.
And I have it on good authority. One of them says they're gonna dunk this year in a game.
We got to be sure we get a highlight on that one.
And I already
Van
told
Pelt,
him.
ooh.
He asked me. He asked me. He said, "How are you gonna call the dunk?" And I go, "I'm gonna go Kevin Calabro on you. I'm gonna go flying chickens in the barnyard, magic carpet ride, Tritzler for the dunk."
Oh boy, that is going to be exciting. So don't you miss a broadcast there of Lady Turks basketball again.
There's still
It's gonna be
81
winter
of you.
season.
There's still 81 of you out there, and the score is 56-7. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you for hanging with us.
Thanks for hanging with us here on TurkPride.tv.
Press the like button, press the subscribe
And I
button.
tell
We
you what,
appreciate that.
Our producers and our camera folks tonight have been on the hop all night long.
Yeah, they are.
This is
high snap, Brian. Oh, he recovers.
Throw it.
No, he's down. Good, they blew that ball dead before.
Well, now you have to punt it. I mean, it's
adventures in punting.
I'm just punting.
You're just punting.
Yeah, it's not adventures.
Vargas has done a nice job punting tonight.
Vargas has done a real good job.
Yes.
Solidifying of the punting game.
Yes.
I wouldn't call him an above-average punter, but I would say that he's done a good job of fielding the ball and getting the punt off, and getting 35 to 40 yards on the punt, which is basically what you want.
Yeah, they've been good punts, good solid punts. Like I said, nothing spectacular, but just good solid punts. Getting the ball, punching it down the field, giving your team try to pin the other team back as far as possible. There we go. And again, that's a good-looking punt. Got good height on it. Oh, it's touched by the.
He muffed it.
He muffed it, and it's ball. Oh, he gets on top of it. But boy, that was trouble.
Nice job getting back to the ball. They lost
a lot. That had a nice roll.
Yeah, it had a good Turk.
Yeah, that was you got a good 10 yards at least added on, tacked onto the end because of the roll.
Now we do. Normally we would, name a TurkPride.tv player of the game. I don't know if. I guess I need your help on this.
Yeah,
with the score the way it is, do you want to be known? Do you want to be known as the kid that got player of the game?
Yeah,
with a score that is that lopsided.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And handoff up the middle, tackled. I think, Brian, as you look at this one, it's just one you just kind of like to just.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that our TurkPlay.tv players of the game are our producers and our camera crew today.
Hey, I like that idea. And again, other than the two of us, and again the next play coming up here.
You guys didn't see I wore my Dave Moon Hawaiian shirt to the broadcast.
Yeah,
tonight.
well, we have faces made for radio, so that's good. Yeah. All right. So, yes, for those that don't know, this is other than you, this is an all volunteer production here.
I say it again, 0 times 100 is still 0.
Brian is our only paid celebrity here on the broadcast.
I get paid in joy from being able to be here.
No, Brian is a volunteer, just like all the rest. I like to give him a hard time, but he's freely gives of his time and talents to be here with us, and we appreciate that. But no, Brian, I think that's a great idea. These are the unsung heroes behind the scenes, our producers, our camera people.
And we'll let Dave figure all that out for us. There he goes.
And the quarterback.
That's the quarterback.
There you go. And he's
Gilbert.
Scrambling. Nice run by that young man. He gets out of bounds.
Andrew Gerbig.
Doesn't stop the clock, though, because this is a running clock, so the clock continues to go. Just approaching the 6-minute mark. What do we have, a penalty? Do we have a hold? Is that what we got? Looks like it.
Holding against King.
Holding against Kings.
There's a flag on the plate.
So, Brian, I think that's an excellent idea. Our producers and our camera staff are very deserving. Our TurkPride.tv players of the game.
I have watched college games that the camera work hasn't been and the producers haven't been as good as what we've been getting lately this year.
Right.
From our team. And not that I'm not saying we didn't get good stuff in years before, because we did. When we started out, we had to literally beg people to come do the camera work for us.
It was tough. Yeah, like I said, if we look back at the productions 10 years ago versus today, it's just like a proverbial night and day. Hand off of the right side, number 24, pushing hard and dropped right at the midfield start.
Nathaniel Bemis. He is a 5'8", 152-pound junior. There's still 80 of you out there. You guys are amazing.
Yeah. Wow. We do appreciate you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Whether you be a Knights fan, whether you be a Turks fan, we do appreciate you sticking here with us tonight. And what admittedly has been a pretty lopsided affair. But it'll be interesting to see how the Turks bounce back next week.
And, of course, if you can't make it to the game, you can catch it on the NFFS Network.
Nice tackle in the backfield there by the Turk D.
That was number 21 was back
there.
there.
The NFHS Network. You can go there. Now, there is do you know, Brian, offhand, what is the charge?
I believe it's $10 a month for a subscription.
So you can't just do one game?
You can do a one day. Like
$5 or something like that?
$10. I think it's
$10. Okay. So, but it is a charged for, so it's not free like what we offer here.
Yeah.
There is a charge. Okay.
Well, me, with as much as I do, I get a free.
Oh, I see. That's
I
part of your
access.
lucrative
That's
contract. I see. That goes along with the free food and beverage, free unlimited food and beverage, and
I get all the air that I can breathe.
I see your limo is pulling up here. They're ready for you when the game's over for you to pick you up and take you home.
I get no respect.
Oh, Brian, we love you, big guy. All right. Oh, okay. And now we're down to about 3.5 minutes here. So again, we told you that it goes fast when you have that running clock. It definitely speeds things along.
Tag Turks first. Love our Turks. Been a rough night for them.
Been a rough night. Yep. But you just got to shake this one off and just say, hey, we got to start all over next week and back to square one and a new opponent. And they really ran into a buzzsaw tonight for sure.
Nice punt. That's an awesome punt. It's gonna go out of bounds at the 2.
Oh wow!
Who did that?
Nice kick. Oh, he's like, man.
Oh,
is that number 5?
Yeah, I believe so. That's number 5. He's been there. That's
Matthew
a highlight.
Matthew Williams, number 5. That nice punt.
He is a 6', 105-pound senior. He's been doing the kicking and punting for him all night.
Wow.
And that is the best punt I have seen all year.
Yeah.
If not in the last 5 years, that's the best punt I've seen.
Yeah, it had distance, and then, boy, it just took an abrupt right turn, and it went right out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Actually, inside the 2. Great camera work there. You can see the ball is placed just inside the 2-yard line.
You wouldn't know that these were high school kids out there doing the camera work and producers. And
that's why they're our TurkPride.tv players of the game.
Absolutely.
Or participants of the game or whatever we want to. And hand off up the middle. Is that Van Pelt?
That's Van Pelt.
Van Pelt. And
I can tell you, I can just tell by the running.
The running style. The style. All right, so the clock continues to run now under 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. Score remains 56-7. So,
well, make sure you guys get in and watch our volleyball streams that are coming through and our girls soccer streams. Those are always a lot of fun.
It seems like, like 2 or 3 different games every week here on TurkPride.tv. So just keep checking,
hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
Brian's up for contract renewal here pretty soon.
If you see that little dollar sign there on the bottom of the by the chat, if you hit that, you can make a donation to TurkPride.tv to thank us for bringing you this action. Just some stats here after the play's over.
And it's a deep ball and intercepted.
You've got to help your quarterback out on that.
Yeah. So, Brian, if they hit the dollar sign, does it go right into your checking account?
No.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify that.
So, just so you know, TurkPride.tv this year, in 2023, we have had over 40,000 views of TurkPride.tv.
That's awesome.
This
That's
is
awesome.
high school, a 1A high school in the Sky Valley
Yep.
that has had 40,000 individual views of activities here on
Yeah.
TurkPride.tv. 6,000 hours of viewership.
Yeah, it is fantastic. You know, and like I said, we have a lot of really talented people that have stepped up and volunteered their time to whether there be on-air talent or behind the scenes. It's just really something
and-
that we do in conjunction with the kids. It's an opportunity. It's a working classroom for the kids, but it's something that I know I do because I just enjoy doing it, and you do it the same. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah, and you know, I mean, if we couldn't do it, you know, of course the game is now over, and our
that is
TurkPride.tv
it.
players of the game are our producers and our camera people.
Yes, congratulations, producers and camera folks, on a great job as always. And the game comes to an end, Brian. Tough game, just no doubt about it.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
it's-
you know, we're not gonna, you know, there's still 79 of you out there, but we're not gonna hash it out, tell you what's wrong. If Kings doesn't go on and at least make it into the semifinals for state, I would be very, very surprised.
Yeah, they're a very good team. They have some really talented players out there. Their quarterback was fantastic. Receiving core, quarterback, like I said, just a true dual threat, running and throwing, and you don't see that a lot. Great receiving talent, good running backs, good defense. I mean, they're the real deal.
Yeah,
They're the real deal. So yeah, Turks just ran into a buzzsaw tonight, and the better team certainly came out
All
on
right.
top.
Well, we, for those of you that are not able to be here in person tonight, we will hopefully see you next time here on TurkPride.tv for all our producers and our camera people, and for Dave Moon. Dan, hashtag Turks first.
And we say good night.
Good night.
You need to make a certificate with your own name.
Just wait, because his I've had to give out, but
What's that?
from last
from a
week?
couple games ago.
ago.
Yeah, you could go give it to him, but I wouldn't give it to him yet because
Yeah, he's probably not in the best.
sting in the game.
He's not in the best mood right now. So probably.
I can also eventually probably give it to one of the managers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I want to we're just gonna leave him alone tonight because this is where we're up. But I want to thank you guys for being
Yes,
awesome.
you guys were awesome.
Okay,
Great work.
good work tonight
Oh yeah, I can have my phone with me.
as always.
I'll let this go on for like another 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna shut this off.
Yeah, yep. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go home.
Yep. Just make sure we lock everything up, guys, before you leave.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Lock
my
it up,
job.
turn it off, and all that good
Close
stuff.
windows.
Yep. Make sure you guys do. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too. Actually, I'm gonna wait. I want to get.